Let's welcome in the National Security Foreign Policy Advisory Board member for Trump for president and back in 2016, Ken Timmerman. Ken, welcome. Thanks for coming on today. All right, your top line thoughts, the impact of this technology from the Americans to the Ukrainians. How much of a difference will it make?
Well, this is what the United States has been doing really since the Reagan Revolution, the revolution of military affairs in the 1980s. We have been introducing new technologies that serve as force multipliers, something that, as Chuck Holton just mentioned, the Russians have not apparently been doing, at least not with great success. This HIMARS system, this high mobility artillery rocket system that we have been shipping them, gives the Ukrainians an amazing pinpoint accuracy attack capability where they can hit targets up to 180 miles away, and they can hit one building in a group of buildings and not do a lot of collateral damage. This is an amazing capability and something that they have certainly not had before. So this is helping them to win the war. And we know that this equipment costs money, right? It's expensive. The U.S. is set to announce another $3 billion in military aid to Ukraine. Since the start of the war, Washington has provided $10.6 billion in military assistance to Zelensky's government since February. You know, Ken, it's been 6 months here, and we continue to report on these aid packages, these expensive ones. You know, when it comes to what happens next, is the U.S. able to keep sending this support financially? Well, that's a very good question. But look, this is a proxy war, and it's a very dangerous proxy war because one side, Russia, is actually on the front lines. We are there helping the Ukrainians literally standing behind them, looking over their shoulders, providing, for example, intelligence and targeting information. This could devolve into a shooting war, a hot shooting war between the United States and Russia. I think that is really the very big danger here. So far, Putin has not pushed this. Everybody has thought Putin is the adventurous one here, but he has not pushed a direct confrontation with the United States. But we are getting very, very close to blurring that border between what is a proxy war and what is a hot shooting war. Today is a significant day marking independence for Ukraine when they broke from the Soviet Union and became independent. But there had been some concerns about attacks from Russian forces specifically on this day. Right. Is that a cause for concern? Of course it is, and President Zelensky has warned about this. And nevertheless, you had Boris Johnson show up this morning in Kyiv and engage in a very public ceremony with Zelensky. So it looks like the Russians have held off. You know, the reason that Ukraine is independent today is because there was an agreement between the Russian Federation and the United States and NATO countries in Lisbon in 1992. And under that agreement, the then president, Leonid Kuchma, agreed to give up all of Ukraine's nuclear weapons, the ones that they had inherited from the Soviet Union. They were sent back to Moscow. It took a couple of years to do that, but they went back to Moscow in exchange for security guarantees, both from the Russians and from the United States. Looks like those guarantees are now starting to play out, finally, on the ground, but not from Russia, only from us. Right. Ken Timmerman joining us with his take on the latest in the war in Ukraine. Ken, thank you so much. Thank you. You're welcome. Still ahead, Florida